Hello everyone, my name is Joseph Anidjar. I'm a musician from Montreal, Canada, and today we're going to be checking out a section from the song Impulse Voices by PLINI. I got the book right here, provided by Sheet Happens, and we are going to learn it together. I have listened to the song a good amount, but I have not checked out the tabs or attempted to learn anything by ear yet, so we're going to go on this journey together. I imagine a portion of this video is going to be camera audio, just to show you that we're doing this for real. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to learn this part right now in front of this camera, and then I'm going to practice it to the point where I can record it for this video. We're going to be looking at the section of the song that happens at 2:34 seconds, which is on page 69 of the tab book. It's kind of a palm muting, kind of Meshuggah-esque part. So we're going to be talking about playing herdas and palm muting properly and all this sort of riff technique stuff. Without even diving into it, I can tell the challenging thing is going to be the picking hand. Those types of herda, palm muting things is a bit challenging, but thankfully I have spent 6 months of my life trying to play bleed, so we're gonna be okay, I think. I am tuned in drop C sharp, so that's drop D, a step down, which is why I have this guitar, because this is my only hard-tailed guitar. This is locked down. All right, so let's look at this. Once again, I haven't really checked out this properly, so we're going to be doing this together. Let me bring up the song. All right, let's start with that first phrase. So I got tabs in front of me, so I am like looking, right here, what's going on. So I see, what is this, bar 75 in the tabs. That's a good start. We got that right. So 0, 0, 0, and then it's the herdas are on the 7th fret. Something challenging right away is this herda on the 7th fret. It's 7, 7, 7, 7. And on a herda, you kind of have to do that last note as an upstroke, right? You see that? So that's kind of something that I've had, that when you practice bleed for a while, you sort of notice and understand that you have to accent that upstroke, which is a bit awkward. But I see that when he goes down to the 6th fret, that accented up pick is on the 4th fret. That's the phrase. That's hard. That's very difficult. That's the thing to practice now. Damn. All right, so that's difficult right away. Great. So the phrase is the same for the second half, except it's on the downbeat. So on the tabs, you'll see the ties of the notes sort of clearly indicating the timing. But for you guys that might not be too versed in reading music properly, this is where using a little bit of listening to aid what you are seeing on the sheet will kind of speed track your learning, right? Like if you aren't sure how to sight read a rhythm, listen to it a bunch and getting in your ear, right? It helps to be able to audiate and sort of sing out these rhythms, right? So let's kind of listen a little bit. So, ba, 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 ba. These are 8th notes that are starting on the 2nd, 16th of each note. Ba, tka, 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 tka. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. So that's kind of hip. Let me try that again. So you got a ba, 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 ba. You're gonna have to get used to that. It's not very, very hard, but it is disorienting if you're not used to playing things that are off of the beat rather than on the beat. And then at bar 78, we go back to some other herda rhythms, although they look easier than the stuff I was having trouble with in the previous section. So let me play that. that's easy. That's easy enough. That's easy enough. Let me try just those 2 bars. Whoops. And then it goes to 1. Right, so that's that bar. I got that right. Now moving on to bar 79. Again, we see that thing I was sort of having trouble with, except in that same thing with that rhythm with the sort of open string, or in this case the first fret, happens on the 2nd 16th of the bar, the 2nd 16th of beat 1 of bar 80. The same thing to sort of pay attention to, but then that last 2 bars is going to be. And then at the section F, which is at 2 minutes and 46, we go to this new section where we are here. Which kind of goes like this, I think. Yeah, it goes to that major chord, which is 4/4/8. And that's the entirety of the section we're going to be checking out today, right up until that sort of F section. So let me kind of... Yeah, I'm playing like garbage right now, but right now I feel confident that I understand what the section is, but now I have to switch gears and go into practice mode, because if I'm going to record this for you guys, I'm going to have to clean up all these little different things. Now that I've checked out the material, I need to kind of put myself in a situation where I can practice this properly. Biggest thing for me that I'm gonna have a challenge with is gonna be that main Herta rhythm, because I find this. I can't even demonstrate it to you. That's how awkward I find it. This. It's just my finger is just not used to doing that. I'm very used to doing the Herta where I stay on the where I stay on those 4 notes for on the 1 note for the 4 articulations. So I'm gonna have to figure that out. So at this point, I think I'm gonna kind of switch gears a little bit, stop focusing on talking to the camera, and I'm gonna just practice. I'm gonna have to pick this much lighter. Piece of shit. Ah! I'm not riffing enough to be good at this. Oh my god. That 1 fret 1, which is at bar 79, is really messing me up. That's terrible. Garbage. Absolute garbage. Man. Kind of losing a little bit of steam at the end. It's probably having to do with me not riffing like this anymore. I lost my steam. I lost my mojo. I used to be all a metal core kid, but now I'd be swinging, and I lost my riffing power. God damn. It's actually not bad. Take 24. Take 24 is going to be it, unless I get a better one right now. Man. Flubbing one of those Hertas, I think. Maybe if I use a sharper pick, I'll get it in 1 take. God damn it. We got it. We got it. Woo! Oh my god. Oh my goodness. All right, so we got it. It took me some work, and there's some thoughts that I have now after having worked through this. Biggest thing is I have been neglecting my metal riffing technique because this was quite difficult, and I think the only way I was able to sort of get away with it is by picking lighter. I don't know if it'll show on the video, but I was definitely picking harder at the beginning of the video, and I had to pick lighter by the end to get through it. You know, there's an amount of stamina that I have, or that I don't have rather, and I'm making up for it by trying to be really swift and accurate and not picking very hard. So like, you know, to do this, I'm not really picking that hard, but it is a movement that I have down. So hopefully this is an example of speed not coming from pushing through in a physical way, but rather having the muscle memory down very well, which was a lot of fun. Definitely kind of humbled me a little bit. I thought this was going to be easier than it was, but at the end of the day, like, the reason why I found it hard again is because it is very close to something I know very well, which is why my muscle memory was giving me trouble at the very beginning. Again, this whole thing, that thing I find very hard because I would be very used to doing... That would have been very easy, but because the note switch is in the middle of the herda, I found that very awkward. If I had to perform this, I would spend a lot more time on it because recording, you know, getting one take right is one thing, but playing it consistently in a relaxed fashion is another thing. And I definitely did not get to that point in this video. If I were to have to prepare harder, I would probably take, you know, a few days, a couple weeks, and it would be more put together. However, now that I do have this thing, you know, not that I have it by any stretch of the imagination, but now that I sort of hear what it could be, I'm starting to get some ideas of how I could use that, you know, so there's definitely some creative songwriting potential with this device here. Right, this sort of thing. This is the device applied. Right, all of a sudden now it's starting to feel a bit more natural now that I've been playing it for a little while, but that's something that maybe I will revisit in my own music next time I write a riff. So yeah, once again, I was using this book, the sort of Impulse Voices album tab book provided by Sheet Happens. Pick it up if you want to sort of check out all the songs and all the details. This was super accurate. There was nothing I saw in here that was like questionable. It was quite literally what I'm hearing on the record. Hopefully you had fun watching me stumble through this challenging passage, and I'll catch you guys in the next time. Once again, my name is Joseph Anidjar. I'm a musician from Montreal, Canada, and happy practicing, and I'll see you guys around, all right?